all my beautiful celestial beings, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Simone, and here on my channel I offer spiritual guidance to empower my celestial beings and heart-centered energy healing to help you align with your higher self. So if that is something that you might be interested in, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family of celestial beings. Today's pick a card reading, we have 4 piles here, and each pile is going to give you the important messages, the messages you need to hear right now from your spiritual team, from spirit guides, whatever messages want to come through from the higher realms for you. That is what we are going to be tapping into today. This particular reading is going to be a part of our monthly collabs that I've been doing with other amazing tarot readers and intuitives that are on YouTube. So you can find all of their videos linked down below. There will be a list in my description box, so you can check out the next readings that are listed below, so you can gain as many messages as possible all about what spirit needs you to know right now, what messages spirit has for you. Be sure to check them out. They're great, they're awesome. Each and every one of them has an amazing channel, and I'm so grateful to be part of this. And if you are coming from one of the other channels, thank you so much for taking the time to check out my reading. I appreciate it so much. Welcome. And I am so happy that you are here. So if you're as excited as I am to dive on into each one of these piles, then go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. I would appreciate that so much. And let's dive into these piles. Pile number 1 is the Moonstone Labradorite. Pile number 2 is a blue Goldstone. Pile number 3 is the Smokey Quartz. And pile number 4 is the Rose Quartz. Now's your opportunity to take a moment, pause the video if you need to, and find out which pile or piles you most resonate with. Once you have found your pile or piles, you can head on down into the description box below where I've posted the timestamps for each one of these readings. Please keep in mind that these are general readings, so keep the messages that resonate with you and leave the rest. Those are most likely for somebody else who also chose that pile. But everything happens for a reason. So if you did choose a particular pile, it is because your spirit guides wanted you to pick that pile so that you received a specific message through that reading. So be sure to watch the reading all the way through to the end so that you receive the message or the messages that drew you to that pile. Okay, let's not waste any more time. I can't wait to dive in and find out what messages your spirit team has for you. So let's go ahead and do that. You know what to do. Head on down into the description box, find your timestamp, and I will see you over at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I have your pile right over here with the blue iridescent Moonstone Labradorite. You could see a little bit of that in the stone, but let's not waste any time. We're going to set your stone aside just right over here so we can dive into your reading. We have a oracle card first to take a look at. So let's see what that message says. It says, lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. So this isn't your first incarnation onto Earth. And I'm sensing that this is because you are an old soul. I'm also getting the message from Lost Lands that you might feel a little bit kind of unfamiliar with this world, and always kind of feeling as though everything's like a little off, you know, like it's just not familiar. Maybe you've lived other lives, but you kind of are feeling a little almost like at odds with this particular land. So that could mean that you are a star seed. So you could be an old soul, but having lived on other planets or other dimensions, other solar systems. And so this life in particular is kind of feeling like you're in lost territory, or you're not sure kind of where to go next. And this could just be a feeling of being lost, or feeling like you've been adrift either lately, or maybe just always kind of feeling a little bit off, a little adrift from other people, feeling like you don't really fit in entirely. Maybe you feel like you're playing a part and that you aren't really sure of who you truly are. And that is also a part of a deep spiritual journey, is we start to feel confused. We start to feel at odds with who we thought we were or who we're trying to be. And it just feels so at odds with the true essence of ourselves that we end up starting to feel kind of lost and confused. And this could also be because you are such an old soul that like in this incarnation, things just feel weird for you because you're like, why does it feel like I'm trying to fit myself into a mold that just doesn't feel right? And your spiritual team is trying to support you through this. They're trying to guide you, because really the truth of the matter and finding yourself is what's going to be ultimately the way that you feel like you've returned home. And that's a process, that's a spiritual process. You may already be pretty far along in this process. You may already feel like you found yourself in a new way, but the ultimate finding of ourselves on a spiritual journey is finding that you are spirit itself, that you are life itself, and that we're all connected to source, but that not just as a connection to it, but as you actually are source. So you are consciousness itself, experiencing life through one individual form. So really getting in touch with that, I feel like this is what you are leveling up on. I feel like this is what you are moving into, shifting into, maybe receiving some downloads, receiving some more information at a soul level where you almost, again, feel a little lost, a little confused, like you feel like you know something, or you feel like you're a part of something, but the external isn't yet reflecting that. And so because the external world doesn't yet reflect how you're feeling internally, it can feel like you're lost, or maybe you're in the wrong place. But your spirit team is here. Your spirit team is beside you. Your guides are beside you, letting you know that you're right where you need to be. Okay, you've done this before, meaning you've come from source energy. You are connected to source at all times. So as you start to remember, actually it says soul memories and gifts, as you start to remember who you truly are and what you came here to do, you feel less and less lost. Okay, let's see what other messages your tarot cards have for you. And I'll be reading these facing you in case there are any reverse. Okay, we have 10 of Cups, 8 of Swords, Ace of Cups in reverse. We have 6 of Swords in reverse. And we have Tower, the Tower card. Okay, let me just move these forward a little bit so you can see. Okay. So this is the confusion that we're talking about here. The feeling that things are off is with the Tower energy. We're seeing that a lot of, and look how this one came out last too. It's kind of, it was positioned above all the other ones. So really this is at the heart of what is happening here, which is that there's certain things that are having to break down because, like I said before, you've reached a new level of understanding, and because the external is not reflecting your internal awareness, these other things are kind of falling away and breaking apart. And this kind of jump starts, or kind of turns into a deep healing situation where you may feel frustrated, or you may feel jaded by things. You may feel like you want to disconnect from your heart or disconnect from trusting others, but that's not going to help you move forward. That's only going to set you back if you use this kind of experience as a way of disconnecting from your heart, or losing trust and losing faith in your higher self, because your spirit team wants you to trust that even though you feel lost at times, or maybe particularly right now you might feel a little bit lost, this is not a reason to give up hope or to kind of disconnect from your emotions. This is a time to really dive into your emotions fully, because that's where you truly lie, is really when you've integrated this aspect of yourself. And as difficult as it is, it's so difficult to do that. It really is healing, and it really is going to help you move forward, because what I'm seeing is what is holding you back is a disconnection from listening to your heart. Because we have the 8 of Swords and we have the 10 of Cups, which really there is almost as though you may even feel as though something that did work out, something that did come to fruition now has turned into a point of like being stuck, like the energy stopped flowing. And now it feels like this means everything's going to fall apart, or that things are going to not work out the way you want them to. But here's the thing, is that this happy ending, or this kind of like energy that really guided you up until this point, was exactly what you needed to level you up and to kind of get you to where you know exactly what you want for the future. So the Eight of Swords actually is kind of hinting at, yeah, this is a time where you're confused, and the answer lies in your inner emotions and going through those fully and embracing those fully. So yeah, either old memories coming up, or somebody disappointing you, or feeling as though your emotions have been taken on a wild ride, you know, of highs and lows with the Tower. This could be highs and lows, and the Ten of Cups. But ultimately it's leading you back to what you really need to know here, is leading you back onto your path, because you may have gotten, it's not even that you've gotten like off your path, as much as you're just reaching a new level of understanding about yourself. So let's pull some oracle cards for you. We'll shuffle a few oracle cards and go into this even further for some additional messages. Let's see, what does group 1 need to know? Okay. Reconciliation. Remember the source of love. A loving action is all you need to begin the process. Reach out with a simple first step. So reconciling emotions and memories, and this is also kind of a parental kind of image of the two fairies, the mother and child fairy. Because this could be a feeling of disconnecting with a specific person, or feeling as though this person has brought you on this emotional roller coaster that we were talking about. Maybe a difficult breakup, or even with a parent having a rocky relationship. And you know, sometimes reconciliation cannot happen with that particular person. Sometimes you can't reconcile past memories with a person. You know, we don't all have that option to resolve something with somebody who doesn't want to resolve it, or somebody who they themselves are toxic. But we can reconcile these energies within ourselves. You know, we can find peace within ourselves, and without denying our true feelings, without denying them, or trying to control them, or trying to push them down. That's where, you know, that's where your true power lies, is from bringing these to the surface in a safe place, in a place that you feel comfortable doing that. Either maybe it is by yourself, but maybe it's with, you know, a particular person, in order to reconcile these memories from the past. We also have destiny. Acknowledge your mission, align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world. Wow, that is the second mention of gifts, soul gifts that you have, that by reconciling with this person, or reconciling this particular relationship, is going to expand your gifts and help you to get back on your path. Like we were saying before, is like, this is your destiny, especially with the Tower energy. It's your destiny to experience this fall, or to experience this difficult time, in order for you to reconcile it and fulfill your destiny. So we're going to pull a few more oracle cards for group 1. Let's see what other messages come through for you. What else do you need to know right now? What does Spirit want to tell us right now? Group 1. Okay. Mystery, dark matter. We also have bravery with oceans. So the message that's coming through is that it really does take a lot of bravery to face these kinds of difficult emotions and this difficult past, these difficult memories that maybe haunt you or keep kind of coming up. Somehow it comes up in your life as well. Because honestly, when it comes to things that are hidden, within, hidden deep in our shadows, they tend to come up in our lives over and over and over again. Because they come up as people who we attract, who are like those toxic people in our lives. I'm just gonna move these up here so you can see all of them at once. Yeah, so they tend to show up as people who are toxic in the same way over and over again. So maybe you keep coming across either a boss or a relationship that reflects this dark matter, this part of ourselves that we kind of hold in the shadow, because we feel like if we just hold it down, if we just keep it contained, it won't affect us. But the universe kind of just shows it to us whether we want to look at it or not, by bringing it back into our lives over and over again. So like I said, this could be either in the form of a boss or coworkers that are always causing drama, or friends, people we interact with that reflect the same energy that we are holding trapped within ourselves. And if there's something that you haven't moved on from, it's not saying like, all right, you need to get over it right now. It's just saying that, hey, this is something that's coming up, that's processing. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to hide or push away. It's just something that needs to be worked through. And honestly, when it comes to emotions, it's always more scary. Like when we hold those types of emotions and shadows within ourselves, like when we push them away and we don't face them full on, they always become more scary than they actually are once you do face them, and how much more powerful and stronger you feel after doing that. It's just like, it's incredible. So really, I mean, this is what facing our demons is all about, right? It's like going towards something that is really scary or seems really scary, shining a light and realizing like it was so much easier to release it than to try to control it or contain it or stop it from happening to us. That's kind of how emotions work in my experience. So, all right, let's see any final messages. Let's pull one more card for my group ones. I feel like some pretty good messages came through for you guys. I hope you're enjoying this reading. Okay, we have believe in the impossible. There's something that has been, and we have prosperity lies ahead. Awesome. Yeah, and of course that's how it feels too, is like the result of believing in the impossible. I mean, even though I mentioned before, like some people it's just impossible, or it feels impossible because nothing is impossible, right? It feels impossible for them to ever reconcile with you, you know, to ever feel like you can reconcile with this person. But for this group, it feels as though this person, you know, it may feel impossible, but this person may actually be open to reconcile, or you may experience to some degree this love, you know, this opening up to this person and you know, offering love, even if you're not sure if they'll ever reciprocate, even if you're not sure if they'll ever want to, you know, reconcile what's happened between the two of you. Believing in the impossible means holding a space for it to happen so that the universe can bring it in for you. You know, you're holding a space, you're believing it is possible. You're not kind of blocking it from coming in for you. And this could not only be with reconciling a relationship, but this could also be with bringing in whatever prosperity or manifestations that you're hoping to bring in. So I do feel as though something that you may have felt previously was impossible for you to achieve is finally coming in for you, and your spirit guides want you to know that. And also that this is a key to this happening as well, that these are both related. In other words, that if you work on this inner emotion that is, you know, this inner part of yourself that maybe you've been blocking love. Remember I said closing your heart. It feels as though you're closing your heart to this. That's what I feel is this message here as well, is that once you are able to reconcile these inner you know, inner child memories and kind of give yourself time to process those and heal those, a lot of other things are going to start coming through for you that you deserve, that you've been kind of waiting to manifest, that are part of your destiny. And that's why the Tower kind of mixing things up, because you've been wanting a change. You've been asking for a big change, and the Tower sweeps in to kind of give you that change. It kind of like knocks us over because maybe we need it to get the results that we've been asking for. We've just been like asking for change over and over again, but then like unsure of where to go. It's like this just kind of forces you into that change and pushes you into the next steps. So group one, thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I hope these messages were helpful to you. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know if you did enjoy this reading. I would love that so, so much. Once again, I do want to thank all of the collaborators who are linked down below in the description box. You can find each one of their videos there, which is going to correspond to this reading as well. So you can gain as many messages as you want. There's going to be so many other great readings linked below. So be sure to check those out. I will also show a list of everybody who participated in this collab on the screen. And we do these once a month, so stay tuned for more. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join our family of celestial beings. If you are interested, you can head on down to my description box where I have a link to my Etsy shop, to my website. You can purchase a reading from me, a high vibrational reading just like this one that is catered to a question that you have that you'd like me to focus on. And right now I am doing a 10% off on my shop that is linked down below. So you can use that link in the description box to get 10% off your reading. Other than that, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, join our family of celestial beings. That's going to do it for this reading though. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 2. I have your pile right here with the blue goldstone on it. So glittery and pretty. So I'm going to set your stone aside so we can dive on in to your pile, find out what messages Spirit has for you. So we're going to start with the Oracle card first. So I'm going to read this card for you. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Okay, so there's something that you're holding on to very tightly. We have loosen your grip, and this can be a mental hold on something. There may be something that you are focused so hard on that it is difficult to let it in and to open up to allowing it to kind of play itself out. This could be a person, this could be an outcome. But the universe does want you to have what you want and does want to bring this in for you, but it's going to do it in a way that you may not expect it. So if you've been hoping for something to go a very specific way, let go of it, loosen your grip on it, because the universe does want to bring it in for you. But again, as I said, it knows best. So it may want to bring this in for you in a bit of a different way than you're expecting. But in order for it to actually do that, you're gonna have to kind of let it go. And you can, take a day where you're just like, okay, for today, I'm just gonna forget about it. I'm just gonna not, start small with it. I'm just going to let it go. I'm not going to, focus on it too much. Maybe there's another project or something fun or creative that you could just do for fun. Like it doesn't have any purpose to it other than to just offer you a creative outlet. Maybe it's just listening to music, taking a drive, or doing something, like I said, creative, artsy, something that you enjoy. It could just be writing in your journal about anything or reading a fun book. But the idea is to get your mind off of whatever you've been asking for, because it's like on its way in. It's so close. It's so close to coming to fruition for you. But when we get to that final, stage, that final length of the journey, we're like, oh my gosh, I'm there. I'm so close. I'm so close, that we may tighten our grip on something to the extent that it can't just come through. It can't just come in for us. So keep that in mind, and we're gonna take a look at your tarot cards next. We have 2 of Swords, and I read these facing you. We have King of Swords in reverse. We have Judgment. Yeah, this is really playing out. Okay. We have Page of Cups. And lastly, we have the Five of Swords. So we're seeing here that yes, there's an indecisiveness. There's a lack of clarity here with the King of Swords in reverse and the Two of Swords, where you may be trying to choose between two things, wondering if you should continue down this path or change your mind completely, you know, and step off this path and just go for something else. But like, you just can't commit to either one of those. Maybe you're like, do I just give up? Do I give up on a person? Do I give up on this goal that I have or this manifestation that I want? Because I'm not sure of it. You know, the King of Swords, he's not really confident in this energy here. He's not really sure of himself. And the Two of Swords says that, yeah, like there's decisions to be made and there's ways to go forward, but which way is the right way? Or, you know, what is right, what is wrong? I feel as though there's an opening that is happening. There's a clear opening because we have Judgment. We have the Judgment card and we have the Page of Cups. Now, I feel as though the truth is going to come through for you. And again, this comes with letting go. And I think this is kind of the result of loosening your grip, which is really what is needed to have a clear step forward, because the Judgment card is all about like awareness of what to do next in this case. But not just any awareness. This is an awareness coming from your soul, from your heart, from your higher sensitivity, you know, from your higher awareness with the Page of Cups. This is like a beginning, a new beginning that is just like, okay. And it's a beginning coming from the heart. Like it's a beginning coming from your intuition that's coming through for you to let you know that this is exactly what you need. Like this is what you need to do. You're just gonna have this moment of like higher awareness. And maybe with this higher awareness, you're not going to necessarily choose between these two, but I almost feel like there's other options. There's other things that even though they may find, it's almost as though it may cause conflict, but you're gonna feel so strongly. Because here we have the Five of Swords, where there may be some disappointment or other people who you kind of have to disappoint, or you kind of have to go in a different direction than maybe what they wanted to, or even like listening to your heart and just not getting caught up in this because you're realizing I need to follow what feels right for me, versus maybe, you know, always kind of feeling like you have to do what other people want, or maybe getting caught up in this drama. You're choosing to just kind of remove yourself from this drama altogether. But either way, this is gonna feel like, again, this could be like career related, this could be family, other people surrounding you in this situation where you suddenly feel like, okay, I know what's right for me. It doesn't really matter, because I almost feel like it doesn't really matter what conflict is happening around you during this kind of time, because you are igniting with what your soul really wants to do. And it feels so good. It's like, okay, I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing my own self-care and my own well-being, rather than feeling like I have to kind of choose between two people. And this could even be like at the same time too, as being in conflict with someone. It could be an internal conflict of decision making, or it could be where you're in a conflict with a particular person who is holding you back, you know, holding you back from moving forward, because maybe they're bringing in doubt. Of course, this could be our own, you know, doubt that we bring in, or that arises when we're trying to kind of like step into something new. But Spirit is saying that it is going to be giving you this awakening, this higher awareness of what is needed to do next. What is needed in order to follow your path. Now, there's also some addiction here that I'm kind of being brought back, in coping mechanisms. Be aware of toxic people in your life. As I said earlier with like the Five of Swords, like be aware of toxic people who, when you do enter into this energy, they aren't supportive of you. Because if you're in this energy and you're living your best life, making a decision or speaking a boundary, or even making a decision that was right for you, because that's what you really needed for yourself at the time. It was done because that's really what you needed, like I said, for your own well-being. Be aware of people who because you made that decision now turn against you, or who criticize you or belittle you for doing something. You know, like if you finally do something for yourself and then people who you've been helping this entire time suddenly tell you like you're so selfish or something like that after you've been helping them for so long, then that's a red flag. You know, that's a red flag in this situation, that you no longer align with those people who once maybe did serve a purpose for you, but you're stepping away from those people. So I'm getting the sense that there's like a third option, or like a different direction that your heart is telling you to do. Like your mind is telling you there's only these two things. Like I don't have options. Like I don't know what to do. But then your heart comes through and says, wait a second, like this is what I really need. This is what I feel like is right for me. And I think this is coming from your higher awareness. Well, it's not just a thought. It's this judgment card here. I mean, it is coming from your higher awareness. It is guiding you, and it's going to kind of rise above and expand beyond just these people or just these two options. So your soul team is helping guide you towards this, and that's what they're coming through to let you know. But let's keep going, because we are going to pull some more cards. Let's see what other messages come through for group 2. We have energy. Life force is flowing. Open yourself to receive the power from within. This is the power igniting within you. And you have a dragon here as well. There's an inner power within you that is awakening like a sleeping dragon. The life force that is flowing within you is awakening to guide you through this. So again, trying to ground yourself through loosening your grip. Try grounding yourself, getting back into your body again, filling in the awareness of your body throughout your entire body, not just in your mind. That is where your life force is going to start flowing again. I see kind of like going into your solar plexus, your root chakra, your sacral chakras, and giving them energy, allowing those to flow freely. So you may want to do some meditation on awakening, igniting all of those chakras so you're grounded. I'm also seeing like the Kundalini energy for this group too. That's really interesting. I'm seeing like the Kundalini awakening through focusing on your lower chakras. And you can also listen to binaural beats for this as well, for grounding, which is just like you Google on YouTube. I mean, you search on YouTube for binaural beats. You can Google too, but they're all on YouTube. So you can just look for binaural beats for your lower chakras as well. I'm getting that from this energy as well. Like we have this red orange energy here, and life force energy is that power from within. I feel like that power comes from your solar plexus. That's that confident energy. And it's time to like awaken this power within you. So when we talk about loosening the grip, I feel like that is coming from your mind, letting go of these thoughts, letting go of this trying to kind of figure everything out, and grounding yourself. Okay, so this card also wanted to come through another dragon, but it says dignity. Take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions. This is about honoring yourself, like I was saying before. And it's in the heart chakra color too, with this green energy, you know, right next to the Page of Cups, because I do feel as though this is going to be a gift for yourself. And honoring what you feel is right for you. That's kind of what I was saying before. And it may actually elicit some anger from certain people, but those are going to be toxic people. So just be aware of that. Unfortunately, you know, you may not be able to just kind of get them out of your life or anything like that, but we all have toxic people in our lives, and I feel like they're not going to be happy. It's important not to placate to them during this time, because I feel like your inner forces, your life force is awakening within you, your inner power, this beautiful energy is igniting within you, and you're feeling proud of yourself. You're honoring yourself instead of feeling like you have to make this decision based on something that somebody else wants for you. All right, let's keep going, group 2. Let's see what other messages Spirit wants to share with you. Okay, we had one fly out. Joy and music. Again, I'm seeing this flow of energy for you. And I mentioned before binaural beats too. So sound is going to be very healing for you. If you are connected to music in some way, this is a time to kind of use music as a healing tool. Or even also like music as a way to manifest or to get back into your body again, to get back into the flow of your inner self and your body. Maybe you dance to music in order to ground yourself. Wow, one more. We have solidity and inner core, which is really connected again to, look at breaking free from the mind. See how the piece of the dove is breaking free out of her, the minds of these two kind of figures. It's like the globe. That to me is like loosening your grip, like allowing the thoughts in your mind to just kind of release and not holding on to them. And also showing like your inner core is showing that you are gaining this pride in yourself and this inner power. You may already be feeling this, and this is just confirmation for you that you are on the right track with this. Group 2, you are on the right track with this. The energy is flowing through you, this musical energy, like this energy is just flowing through you. You're dancing to this higher vibrational energy, and you're breaking free from any kind of like, you know, old thought patterns. This is what this is old thought patterns breaking free so you can connect back to your divine self and you know, take action based on dignity, based on self-awareness, and also pride in yourself. Okay, and it is important to mention with this card as well, I'm getting how Spirit wants you to know that you've done so much. Like, you should be proud of yourself for how many achievements you've done, the steps that you've taken to get there, how far you have come. Spirit wants to acknowledge that, because you may not be getting that acknowledgement. I just feel like some people just are not giving you credit. It's so unfair. Like, I feel like it's kind of unfair. Some people who are bringing you down, even though you've done either so much for them or so much to be proud of. It's like you have to give that to yourself, group 2, because other people are not, or some other people, maybe not everybody in your life, but I do feel like you can attract kind of a criticism with the King of Swords, which only means like, by attract, I just mean that you may have experienced that in childhood, and so sometimes these people come back into our lives in different forms. So I feel like this criticism is just unfair, but it starts with you to start changing and turning that energy around. And I do see that you've been either working on that, or you are coming to that place in your life where you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I'm not going to be part of the criticism or the mental criticism, right? Because we do that as well. We have communication is key with Gemini. So you may be, again, writing poetry, writing music, singing music, speaking your truth, and awakening to this other side of yourself. Because I'm seeing the Geminis here. One has her eyes closed, one has her eyes open in this image. She's waking up to this other side of herself that is like taking back your power, taking back your control, and acting out of dignity for yourself. Which, you know, it's difficult. It is really difficult when we grow up in a situation. Ooh, and we have prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. So again, this group, you know, you're manifesting something great. The path that you are being led down by Spirit is towards your manifestation, is towards prosperity and towards greater things. In this case, your path to your manifestation is going to be communication, is going to be speaking from your truth, opening up your throat chakra as well here, because we do have that with the music energy, speaking, communicating, but it's going to come from your heart. It's going to come from your inner power. So connecting these together is going to be really powerful. Ooh, and I also put the green here above the greenish bluish dragon for dignity. So taking pride in yourself and speaking that pride into existence, as well as the way you talk about yourself too is important. So if you are self-deprecating, even if you're just joking around, If it gets to the point, you know, where it's more often than just, you know, an occasional joke, then you're speaking that into an existence. So just be aware of that, group 2. You don't want to get too caught up in that type of energy, because you should be proud of yourself, you know, and it's okay to speak that. It's okay to say, wow, I'm really proud of what I've done, and I did do a good job. I did a really great job, actually, and I've accomplished so much so far. I have other things that I do want to accomplish, and I do want to bring in this manifestation, but I know I can get there. And I know that if you step into this heart energy, you are going to get the answers that you need. You are going to get the direction that you need. And also part of getting direction and answer is by speaking what you really want, communicating what you need and what you want to the universe, to your spirit guides, who, you know, sometimes we assume like, okay, they know what I want, but they need to, you know, you have free will, and they respect that. So you need to ask for help if you do want help. So that might be a next step too for this group as well, is to ask for help from spirit in getting this information, getting this download that you're going to be receiving, so you can move forward on your path. Okay, group 2, thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I truly hope you did enjoy it. Once again, I do want to thank all of the collaborators who are linked down below in the description box. You can find each one of their videos there, which is going to correspond to this reading as well. So you can gain as many messages as you want. There's going to be so many other great readings linked below. So be sure to check those out. I will also show a list of everybody who participated in this collab on the screen. And we do these once a month, so stay tuned for more. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join our family of celestial beings. If you would like a higher vibrational reading from me, you can find my link to my shop with all of my readings in it linked down below. I'm also doing a 10% off for my celestial beings, so be sure to check that out and get 10% off your next reading. That's gonna do it for this reading though. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 3. I have your pile right here with the Smokey quartz on it. So I will set your stone aside just right there so that we can dive on into your reading, find out what messages spirit has for you. Let's take a look first at your oracle cards. Let me read that for you. It says, Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. Okay, so I'm getting like a really strong message that you're being called upon. This group is being connected to a higher awareness. I feel as though it says seed the light by staying grounded. I feel as though your life path here is to ground higher dimensional energies. You guys are a high vibrational group, and it can be hard sometimes for you to stay grounded. And your spirit team wants to kind of recognize that, because you may get very tired very easily. You may find that you kind of get lost in feelings or sensations, like energy sensations. You are connected to other people in a deeper way. And you might kind of I just kind of feel as though like getting caught up in these high vibrational energies can both be exhausting, but then sometimes can also be very kind of like uplifting. Like you're aware of things that other people are not sensing. I feel like you could sense the energy of the globe. You can sense the energy of other people. This group may be empaths as well. I feel like that's a strong connection. Star seeds. I know many of my viewers are star seeds and empaths and healers. This group, particularly for this reading, I feel like are strong healers and star seeds. So if you do feel guided, I do have a free ebook that I will link down. It's actually on my website, celestesimone.com, but if you check out the description box, you can find a link to basically download that ebook. But I share some of the ways that I've worked with my energy healing abilities, because I feel energy, and you can check that book out for free, see if it resonates with you, and see if some of those messages might help you, because I know for this group, staying grounded and staying protected as an energy healer, as a sensitive, as somebody who is empathic, is going to be really important for you guys. You know, sometimes you might feel like you've given all your energy away to other people, or maybe just like a situation just has drained you. And that's because we as healers and empaths, you know, we need this constant upkeep for our energy to make sure that we're taking care of it and grounding it, cleansing it as often as possible. I know I have to do that a lot. And sometimes I just get so tired, the only thing I can do is just sleep it off. So, you know, sometimes there's just no way around it. But just so you know, this is confirmation for you that it's not in your head, but that you are truly experiencing these things. And if you've been feeling that lately, if you've been feeling like your energy has just been out of sorts lately, grounding is going to be really important. I'm also getting the sense that for some of you, it may be a particular person who is pulling this energy from you. So taking back your energy is possible by getting grounded in your body, and again, becoming very aware of your own energy versus other people's energy. So part of the awareness of that is what kind of gives you more control and protection, is the more that you recognize what is your energy and what is somebody else's, and separate the two so that you don't get too caught up in their energy. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to take a look at your tarot cards next for some further guidance. We have the Lovers in reverse. And I am reading these to you, facing you guys. So we have Two of Wands in reverse. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. We have Three of Swords in reverse. We have Temperance in reverse. Yeah, so this is a kind of a recognition that your energy is feeling a little out of balance, and you have a very strong connection to source energy, but your harmony, it's almost as though, like I was saying, I kind of got the sense that there was a particular person, this could be a romantic relationship or a connection, that actually this person is taking energy from you. Maybe this is an ex relationship, somebody you've already broken up with. They're still drawing some kind of energy from you. So it's going to be important for you to take back that power, take back yourself, your energy, because as I said before, you are very highly sensitive, and you may take back some of that energy yourself. Like you may take some of their energy. So it's important to take that back, because we have with Temperance, you know, needing to find and refine the energy within you. So what I'm getting to is some energy healing may be needed for this group. So I'm going to go ahead and send this group some energy healing through this reading. So you can claim that if you would like in the comments down below. Let me know if you would like this energy healing, but I'm going to send this energy healing basically through your spirit team. They're actually wanting you to accept this energy healing they've been trying to give you. It's kind of interesting, because usually I send the energy healing, but in this case, I feel as though your spirit guides want to send this to you directly. So claim this in the comments down below. Ask your spirit team directly to help you with this healing and help you to disconnect from a particular person and from an energy that has taken from you. They may still kind of, whenever a thought, it's almost as though whenever a thought comes up about them, you almost feel as though like they're thinking about you, and it's because you guys are still very connected energetically, but it is affecting your own energy. It is affecting your inner harmony and inner ability to heal this and to release this. So yeah, be aware. I feel as though there's some kind of karmic relationship here as well with the Lovers in reverse. The Two of Wands is kind of showing almost like it's kind of like a wrench was put in your path. Maybe this person you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with, you know, maybe this was somebody you had big plans with, and suddenly this whole thing got kind of turned on its head. And now it seems you're unsure of kind of what to plan for the future. How do you create a new vision of your future? This is all kind of forcing you to create a new vision of your future. I also feel with the lover, like I'm just getting a strong healing energy with this group. Maybe you are yourself a healer already and you do energy healing for other people. Maybe you do readings and things like that. But I feel as though you may need this kind of like severing of old energies, and also kind of like a complete, just kind of overall cleansing. I'm hearing also, which is interesting, this is coming up because I'm hearing cosmic ancestor again, and ancestor cleansing may also be really important for you to kind of cleanse at a very deep level. You can ask your spirit guides for help from this as well, but some way, some kind of, you know, ceremony or something of really cleansing yourself of ancestral wounds or ancestral kind of curses, things like that, to really clear all of this out for you. I feel like, you know, your guides are saying you are very powerful, which is why you're working at such high vibrational energies and at this kind of level that does require some serious cleansing from time to time. So the other good thing to use is like selenite. I keep selenite close by. This is a really good stone to sleep with selenite by your bed. Too, I sleep with healer's quartz by my bed as well, so you may be interested in that. But selenite is just kind of a good go-to. Of course, clear quartz crystal is always good, just as an all-around stone. I also, like you'll see around my readings, I have my prayer beads. You can't see over here a little bit, but I have prayer beads here too with malachite and rose quartz. So I always kind of keep these close by. You're also, just to go back to the smoky quartz, this protects against negative energy too. So you may need to kind of pick up some smoky quartz to have nearby, or any kind of quartz would be really great, rose quartz as well, but selenite, smoky quartz, whatever you're drawn to. But this again, like this is clearing out negative energy with the smoky quartz in particular. So that might be the best bet for you guys for this group. Not that, and again, like this isn't meant to be like a warning or anything like that. The real clear message here is that you are honing your skills as a healer, and this relationship to, again, like having it kind of end or having this disconnection from somebody, or just kind of like, because you've been healing everybody from a heart-centered place, you've taken on some energy. This isn't scary or anything like that. This is just something that I myself do often. And in order to kind of get back on track again, you may want to do some grounding techniques. You can listen to binaural beats of the root chakra, or grounding binaural beats, something like that on YouTube. Something that's going to really kind of, I don't know the word, like eradicate like anything from this past relationship as well. If this is like particularly a romantic relationship, since we do have the Three of Swords and the Lovers, you know, I feel like the Three of Swords is in reverse because there's like things that are unresolved, right? And so healing yourself at a deeper level is going to help resolve some of this kind of inner turmoil, and it could also resolve a conflict between somebody you love as well by kind of clearing this out. Okay, so that you can get back. It's almost like you're unable to kind of think about the future because you're caught up in this energy from the past. So let's take a look at some more oracle cards. Let's see what other messages and kind of guidance comes through about this situation. Wow, two of them fell out right away, so let's go with that. We have elegance with, it is found in the beauty of nature. The lotus waiting to bloom, be the swan on the water and glide. So we have elegance. And we have integrity. Drop the things that offend your soul. Embrace your truth. It's your life. Let no one live it for you. So integrity and elegance. This is getting back into your own flow with temperance being in reverse. You know, it's kind of letting us know like there's a flow that kind of got blocked. And it's because maybe you're feeling like you are, again, like drop the things that offend you. It's almost like you're living their truth, or like their truth is infecting your truth, or you both have different truths about the situation. It's kind of like letting go of their interpretation of it. Like you're never going to convince this person or this situation. It's not going to bring you that final conclusion of like somebody else trying to fill in the truth for you, basically. Somebody else trying to fill in the truth when you know in your heart what is true. And this is about kind of returning. Now, when you think about being on the water and gliding, this is water energy. This is healing energy. Again, we have temperance again is water energy. Her kind of balancing out the flow of the water between the two cups, or in this case, between the shells. There's this balance that is happening, this kind of integration again of your truth, embracing your truth and allowing it to flow through you. Because it's almost like, I know I'm saying their truth, but it's kind of like their energy is within you still. And you're needing to heal that, you're needing to release that through opening up this flow again of energy within yourself. And yeah, and stepping out with your integrity. So in stepping out with what aligns with you, this is your life. This is your life. Let no one live it for you. So this is your chance to plan the future that you want. Even though this future got stopped, maybe it wasn't the right future for you. And that's why I had to turn around, because maybe you were living for somebody else in that relationship. You may already know that, you may already feel like, yeah, I was living for this other person. They betrayed me or they disappointed me in some way. And now it's time to live from your truth. And you can only do that by, first grounding. You may want to also, you may want to also kind of disconnect from them with maybe some kind of severing spell or incantation or something like that, if that aligns with you. But you really don't have to do that, because you can ask your spirit team. They're here. They're wanting to help you with this anyway. So you can always ask them to help you with this, maybe meditate on it, or start cleansing, reach out. Feel free to reach out to me as well, by the way. If you do need help with this, reach out to me on Instagram. We could chat about it a little bit more at Celeste Simone Tarot. I've helped other people disconnect from exes before as well, by going into their energy and disconnecting them. So if that's something that resonates with you, you can also reach out to me. I'm here for you guys. Want to make sure I support you in the best way possible. So let's not get stuck on that. We're going to keep going with some more oracle cards. Okay. We have two cards that flew out with, wow, power, volcanoes, and darkness with moon. So when I first saw moon with darkness, I noticed how her eyes are really covered. And this is, again, this is embracing your truth, feeling like you're almost blocked off from your own truth, the way she's holding that, feeling like you're in the dark about kind of how to proceed forward. Now is your opportunity to be in your power. And I feel like this energy is really coming through. You have so much, we talked about this before, but you have so much power, because your mission here is really grounding a lot of high vibrational energies into the earth. So your power is igniting because of this whole situation. That's what Spirit's saying, is this whole situation is you awakening to your true power. Like, you may be in the darkness about it right now. You may be unsure of what you want out of your future and what you want to bring in now. But the volcanoes, this is erupting within you. Your power, your full energy is erupting within you. That's why, temperance is difficult, because it's a time where you kind of, maybe you're avoiding it, but you may, it's a time where you're like integrating the truth of yourself and fine tuning it and honing it and alchemizing it into something even greater, even more advanced, even more powerful. So when that shows up and we're kind of resisting it, we're also, resisting looking at ourselves, resisting integrating aspects of ourselves, that is a difficult time. And that's why it may feel like you're in the darkness right now, or you're feeling like, well, how do I proceed forward after this? But it's really awakening and igniting a volcano inside of you. Like, this card just seems so powerful to me when it comes to like releasing this amount of energy and intention and power behind this card. So this is kind of what this energy, what this situation is igniting within you. Because remember, you're a star keeper, star, this like fire energy, this powerful energy. And when you look at this image, I mean, this is somebody downloading in higher, you know, cosmic ancestor energy. So reach out. You may also kind of connect with your ancestors as your guides as well. And they communicate to you because they themselves are higher vibrational beings, your ancestors. So they're downloading some major power for you that is going to clarify and kind of awaken you to what is needed, what's going, opening yourself up a little bit more and releasing. Because look, there's like this sun inside of her hair. There's this sunlight coming from inside of there. So you're awakening this inner star, this inner sun light energy, which is guiding your way, which is pointing the way towards your future. So even though you're in this transitional time of healing and understanding at a deeper level, processing, releasing another person perhaps as well, getting to know yourself at this deeper level is releasing a greater power within you than ever before. So awesome, amazing, amazing group 3. All right, let's pull a couple more cards. Final cards from this oracle deck. Let's see what it has to say. Whoop, one's coming out right away. We have confidence is key to your success. And this is fiery Leo energy, new moon in Leo. Confidence is key to your success. Is your key to success. Really amazing, because this is what we were saying, is seeing yourself, getting a new level of understanding of yourself to the point where you have so much confidence, you just glide. Confidence, integrity, and gliding through life, gliding into this next phase, despite wrongdoings that others have done to you, you know, despite, again, we talked about betrayal with this 3 of Swords, and trying to get over that, trying to reconcile that within yourself, trying to understand it, trying to understand both truths. But really the truth is that it was unfair to you, you know, and there's no way to, at some point, you know, there's no way to kind of see the other person's perspective without just saying, okay, what's best for me is going to be to move forward and to gain further confidence in myself and to plan my future from a place of that inner knowing and confidence. Okay, so let's see one other message for group 3. Let's see what else, what other message wants to come through. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe. So this is a message of protection. As I said before, protecting yourself as a star keeper, as a, you know, a high vibrational person who is a healer, who is an empath. You may feel worried. Either maybe there's people in your life who you are currently worried about, and this is coming through as they're safe. You're protected, okay? If you feel guided, you can ask for this protection, ask for this, you know, safety from your ancestors, from your cosmic ancestors. But your ancestors are guiding you during this time to a place of safety. They're protecting you. So that was an important message that wanted to come through for group 3 as well, that you are capable of, you know, you are able to just glide through this, that you are going to make it through to the other side of this situation, and everyone's going to be safe. Sometimes when you go through a really difficult, I kind of speak from experience, but when you go through a really difficult, scary situation where you're kind of living in fight or flight mode for a while, when you get on the other side of that, you can't let go of that fear that at any moment everybody's in danger, or that people you love are in danger, or your pets are in danger, or something like that. So this is confirmation saying that you will, you know, you will get through to the other side of this, and those that you love will be safe moving forward, okay? So group 3, that is your reading. I really hope you enjoyed these messages. Please don't forget to check out the other amazing readers that I've linked down in the description box below, so you can get even further messages. I also want to mention that in my description box, I will link to my Etsy shop where you can purchase a reading from me. And I'm doing a 10% off sale on my shop, so you can check that out and take advantage of those lower prices. And really, that's going to do it for this reading. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 4. I have your pile right here with the rose quartz on it. So I am going to set your stone right over here so we can dive on into your reading, find out what messages Spirit has for you. What do you need to know right now? Let's start with the first oracle card. So we have the Void, Stop, Embrace Winter, Great Cosmic Womb. Wow, there is some amazing potential for this group. And what's interesting about kind of potential coming through is that a lot of times it's almost like things seem quiet right before something really big happens. So you may be kind of in this time of rest, reflection. You may feel like nothing is kind of coming through with your manifestations, and maybe nothing is like an exaggeration, but maybe you just feel that way, or you feel like what's going on, like either you're very tired or you're just like feeling like you're in kind of a dead zone where manifestations aren't revealing themselves to you, or something that you've been waiting on. Maybe you've been waiting for a response about something, it's just not coming through. So your spirit team, they want you to just embrace this time. Use it as an opportunity to rest, to relax, to kind of just like put things on pause, because you may need that. You may just need a time to rest or time to pause. Maybe you've gotten sick and that's forced you into this kind of like winter time, where in the winter, you know, everything kind of dies down, it gets quiet, we embrace kind of like the silence, everything kind of slows down in nature, and rest happens. So you're needing this rest, and it's important for you to just embrace this time where you can just relax. So again, if it feels like why I'm not as active as usual, or you're saying to yourself, you know, like, why can't I do more? I just feel like all I want to do is just nothing, which again is an exaggeration, but if you do feel that way, it's okay. Your spirit team wants you to just embrace that for now, and to just kind of open up to what's going to happen next, because I feel like, as I said before, I sense like this potential in the void, like coming. So there's a potential beneath the surface that is waiting to reveal itself to you. And this is just kind of a time. It's kind of like the quiet before this amazing big thing is going to happen. So let's dive into your tarot cards next. Okay, I just had to change the battery in my camera, but we are back in business. So let's dive into your tarot cards to gain even further insights on these messages. We have the Chariot in reverse, and I am reading these to face you. We have Queen of Wands, the Empress in reverse, the Hermit in reverse. Wow, 3 major arcana cards. And then lastly, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, part of me is feeling as though you're resisting a little bit. You know, this may not be in your nature to really take this break. So the importance here is to not resist this time and actually there is going to be a reversal of this, where you're going to feel inspired again. So if you are feeling like, you know, this is a time of inner reflection and rest, and also really soaking in what you've accomplished so far. So you may, okay, and the other message that I'm hearing with this as well is that it is important to kind of look around you, and instead of being so focused on what the next fun project is going to be, which is really fun to do, and there's nothing wrong with it per se, but the energy here is saying bring it back, rein it in a little bit, and really start to soak in and enjoy what you've already accomplished. So maybe you've already manifested some really great things into your life. Look around at all those things and take credit for them, and know that, hey, you did that. You manifested that into your life. You've made that happen. Maybe you manifested a great apartment or a great house. Maybe you've manifested some really awesome, you know, clothes that you really love. And I'm looking at you, Empress, in reverse. Be sure you really acknowledge the Empress and acknowledge like the luxury aspect of your life. And again, it doesn't have to be anything like major, but those little things, like maybe it's just a really nice hot shower, like you manifested that for yourself, or a hot cup of coffee, like in the morning, if that's your thing, or a hot cup of tea, something that you are manifesting or have manifested into your life that you really, this is kind of like a time of pause to just soak that in. It's also important to take your time reflecting and doing some of that inner work, inner shadow work, because I feel like you want to kind of explode onto the scene, and you will, you have charisma, you have ambitions, that why is everything just stuck? Like, why, like that's how it feels. It's like, here you are as the Queen of Wands, like igniting and releasing and spreading your energy, like basically like spreading your intentions out into the world. Sending your energy out there to manifest some big things. I feel like you dream big and you have big goals, and I think those are all valid and great, and I do feel like you're being guided towards those, and I do feel like your spirit team is saying, like, we hear you loud and clear, like you've got this, you've got that confidence, you've got that inspiration and ambition. And if you don't feel like you have that currently, it is coming in, it is here for you. Like the Queen of Wands is here for you. She is ready to help you achieve all these things. This is just an in-between time. Okay, that's what the void is. There's so much potential comes from the void, because anything is possible from the nothingness that is the void. It's expansive, it's infinite, right? And the void is where things manifest from. Just like the entire universe came from the void. Life came from the void. Just like the womb, like we said, the cosmic womb. You're birthing something amazing. You're birthing something great. But if you haven't seen it yet, don't lose hope. Instead, embrace it. That's what is really being said here, is just kind of embrace the fact that nothing, or I shouldn't say nothing is coming through, just the thing that you really want, the thing that you're focusing on, the thing that like you're really wanting it to come through. You're feeling maybe in a state of like void, like I don't know, I feel like out of touch, I feel like I'm not connected, or you may even feel like you don't know what to do next, you don't know how to proceed, you don't know what actions to take. But this again is something to embrace this time of rest. Take care of your body, take care of healing yourself, your inner mind, your spirit, your soul. It wants you to take that time, appreciate some of the things around you the best that you can. I'm not saying that you're not appreciative, but it's a great opportunity to go into that even further as you're taking this time to yourself, as you're pausing and doing that. Yeah, and also like you can still feed your inner Queen of Wands with creative projects, things that do inspire you. Put this energy towards something that does inspire you as it comes up intuitively, and aligning with her as well. So I feel like you guys are already this passionate fire energy, wanting to keep going, and this is just like almost forcing you into a place of, hey, just take a break, rest a little bit. You're in a void zone. And I always talk about ebbs and flows on my channel, where we are in ebbs and flows. Some last longer than others. Some are more, extreme than others, but our energies are in an ebb and a flow, just like we are always kind of drifting in and out of day and night. We live in a duality. We live in a world of dualities in this physical reality. So you can't just go all the time, and that's why you're just kind of in this zone, but it won't last forever. All right, for some of you, you may also be in your moon cycle when you are watching this. I just got that message as well, which the moon cycle as a woman, or, for lack of a better word, your period, that time of a woman's cycle is a time of rest. It is the time of the void. Okay, it is a time when you are cleansing and releasing, and your body needs to rest and recharge. Yeah, so just listening to your body is going to be really important as well. All right, let's keep going. We're going to pull some oracle cards for group 4. Awareness. Here we go. Pay attention to the subtleties. Look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. So stay aware. Don't, just because you're resting, it doesn't mean that you aren't aware for the next step. Okay, remember, you're birthing something amazing. Something is being born into your life, especially with all these major arcana. Like, this is really soul path level energy. You're on the right path. And just because things feel like it's on pause doesn't mean that you're not going to gain signs from spirit telling you like you're where you need to be. So stay aware, be ready for this sign when you need to take action. But it's saying not yet. It's saying not yet with the Chariot in reverse. That there's going to be a sign that is going to maybe even be subtle. But if you are resting, if you are focused and you are aware, you won't miss that sign or multiple signs. It could be repeating numbers. It could be a spirit animal, but your spirit team is going to be giving you these signs. Confidence, we have be bold, rise up and stand tall. Feel the fire in your soul. And also this one wants to come through as well. You guys have 3 of these cards, but confidence, as I said before, like you have this confidence and you are going to be ready to be bold. It's almost like when this sign comes through, you're going to need to be bold. You're gonna need to take action and you're going to have a lot to do. Like you're gonna be swept up in this energy. And this could be a partnership. This could be a person you're trying to, manifest in your life as well. But whatever it is you're trying to manifest, there's this passion, there's this boldness that is needed. So it's like, stay aware, because when the sign does come, you're going to need to take swift action, and it's going to take boldness. It's going to take confidence and courage. And that's why it's almost like that's why you need to make sure you rest, because when this energy starts coming through, like you're going to be glad you took this time to rest, right? And then we have quest. And it says again, be bold. Okay, be bold and mighty forces will aid you. Take action. Good luck favors the brave. Yeah, your quest will allow you to take action. And when it does, when it comes through, when this action appears for you with the Chariot, you are going to need to be bold. And it's going to take you on a quest. It's going to take you down your soul's path. So trust in the process. Trust in the process of this whole thing. Because again, like there's this strong potential beneath the surface. It's a stop, become aware, and then you will be ready to take this powerful action and move forward. It's going to be I'm like really excited about this energy. And I feel like this is aligned with your passions, and this is going to be something that you manifest as part of your aligned soul path. Because every path we take is important for us, but when you're aligned with your soul's path, it's really what you came here to do, and it feels right. It feels effortless too. That is how I feel about this, is taking this time to rest ultimately will lead to this kind of effortless momentum. All right, what other messages for our group? What messages for group 4? What else does group 4 need to hear from spirit and their spirit guides, their spirit team? What do they need to hear? Okay, we have protection and cave. All right, let me pull one more card. I feel like a message is coming through with this energy of the 4 of Swords. Okay, mountain and clarity. So yeah, look at the winter energy. This is a very protective energy. And look, see the same, almost the exact same position of these 2 figures. And look, all of them are sleeping with their eyes closed. Wow, I feel like one more card for this group. So what I'm seeing with that is kind of like, we see mountain, we see the cave to the mountain, right? Clarity. So with the light shining through. So this is kind of a time of sleep and rest and protecting your body, protecting yourself until you receive the clarity that is needed to move forward. Okay, endurance and rock. Yeah. So as you can tell, like this is a time of rest so that you can endure this. so that you're going to be strong and confident moving forward. So this really is an important time. So just again, embracing the winter. We have winter on both of these cards. We have this kind of protection energy. But this is the steps. These are the steps that are going to allow you to endure this next phase of the journey of your quest so you can complete it, because we can't just keep going. We do need this time in between. To rest and to embrace that is really important as well. Okay, we do have some more oracle cards to choose to shuffle for. So yeah, let's keep going and we'll see some final messages for group 4. But I do feel like it's okay. Yeah, it is okay to let, oh, this is the perfect word for this reading. Wow, this really sums it up. But what I was gonna say it is okay to let yourself indulge. That's what I'm hearing, is like, this is a time to indulge, to enjoy this time. And it says surrender to the divine. This is the message your spirit team wants you to know. It's time to surrender, just to surrender to your higher self. It wants, and we have the answers you need are coming. So yeah, your higher self is bringing in the answers. It's bringing in the signs, bringing in the clues. When you feel it, you're gonna like, pshoo, you're gonna take off. You're gonna have fun. It's gonna be great. But your spirit team wants you to surrender, which is the same as this, right? Is stop and embrace winter. Surrender to this time. You're right where you need to be. Indulge. That's, indulge is what the Empress wants you to do. The Hermit, he wants you to go within, to seek answers within. This is an inner quest that is leading to this outer quest, this new adventure, this new exciting prospect. So yeah, embrace the Empress and the Hermit card. Embrace their energies. Indulge, reflect on things that worked in the past, what you enjoyed, what you didn't like, what you would like to bring in with this new phase. And then allow the universe to bring that in, surrender to the universe, and allow spirit to bring that in for you. Whatever you want to call it, spirit, universe, God, love. The answers you need are coming. So don't worry about this. Trust in the process. The answers that you do need will be on their way so that you can take action, right? Because there's a lot of action energy here, but yet you are in the void. So you might feel like you're in this kind of void energy. So you might feel like, I need to go, I need to move, because you may be sensing that it's on the horizon, but it's important to surrender to the present moment. Okay, and to kind of let go of that. And unfortunately, there's no time frame for this, because each one of you has a different time frame for how long you need to rest. But trust that it's going to be the right amount of time for you and what you need specifically. Your spirit team's got you. They know how much you need before you're ready for this next big leap. But you're protected, you're safe. So enjoy this time and just, and just surrender. Fall into the embrace of spirit right now. And just be aware, stay aware for any answers that are coming in, okay? Group 4, thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I really hope these messages were helpful to you. If you did enjoy them, please give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below to let me know. Also, I don't want to forget to mention all of the amazing readers that I've listed down below and links to their readings with some even more spirit messages for you. And lastly, if you would like a high vibrational reading just like this one from me, you can head on down into the description box, and I've also linked my website where you can find all of my readings. I also linked right to my shop so you can get a discount code for your purchase. You can find that as well. Again, thank you so much. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now.